Alright, are we here? Are we here? Are we here? Alright, we're here, we're here. Return, we are here, yes. I switched the chat to pop up on my PS5 display, like instead of on my phone, I got it on my PS5 now. So now I can see everything out of the corner of my eye instead of having to keep looking down at my phone. I got my phone up on something else. Alright, so let's see if I can find where to go from here. Is it the gazebo? There's a bonfire. I can distract your eyes now. That's a little weird. That's a little bit of a weird thing to say, Taha. The victory broke his brain. Yeah, the victory broke my brain. That's it. Okay, so this is online only. Fake wall? No. Whew. Let's kindle this bonfire too. Why not? Whew. Okay, let's kindle again. Say hi to Mr. J from me. Yeah, Mr. J, he's on the way. Whew, Lord. I hope I'm going the right way. I'm not. I'm not paying too close attention. Alright, so, let's find where we're supposed to go. So, sorry. I'm assuming we're going to Manus next, right? It's Manus? I'm assuming that's where we're going. Let's make sure I don't fall again. I'm not seeing any chats come up. Is anybody here? Is this Marvelous Chester? No, he even moves and fights a little bit different. All right. So yeah, we're headed up to Manus next, right? I'm assuming Manus is the next up on the list. It's him. It's got to be him or Calamite. Oh, I can't believe we're almost done. It's a long way away? Okay. Where's Calamite? He's optional, right? Calamite's an optional boss. Where do I find him at? Half an hour? God almighty. I'm watching right now. Oh, one sec. One sec. Got a text. Alright, sorry about that. You have to backtrack a bit from the Artorias arena? Okay. Well, let's just continue this way. So Calamite is back over that direction. Gotcha. Maybe at my next bonfire. I don't know. I guess we'll save Calamite for last since I'm already this far down. We'll save Calamite for last. we'll get Calamite after we do Manus, or Manus, however you say his name. Then we'll go to Ash Lake, and then we'll go kill Gwen. And then I'll be done with this game. I'll be free. I'll finally be free. I cannot wait to be done with this game. To have DS1 off my mind forever. What do you mean it's the OG? Oh, wow. What do you mean? It doesn't mean it's good. It's the OG. It doesn't mean it's good. I really thought you'd like it. You thought wrong, brother. I hate this game, man. I'm so excited to be done with it. Well, since I'm back here, where's Calamite?
Is that not the soul of the man who fell on this spot? He was a dear friend.
I love this game to bits, and I'm glad you do. But I will never play this game again when I beat it. Should I give the soul of Artorias? I'm glad you do, but I will never play this game again. Should I give the soul? Just kill her? Should I just kill her?
Yes, I must not be. You humans, always taking what you please. Then I shall do the same.
This lady's tough. Oh, I got backstabbed! Oh, I can't heal now, can I? Is that what that effect does? It makes where I can't heal? This lady's tougher than Artorias. Yeah, she's tougher than Artorias was. That's crazy. Alright, let's go find Calamite. Let's go beat him up. Guide me, O Jackson. Where is Calamite? Oh, you have to go, you can't kill Calamite until I talk to an NPC who's left behind it. Okay, so I gotta progress through Ulasil, and then I can come kill Calamite. Okay, gotcha. I'm sure I will love Calamite. You know, I love dragon bosses. Not really, I always hate dragon bosses. And this is an old janky Dark Souls 1 dragon boss, so I'm sure it'll be my absolute favorite. I'm so excited, dude. I want to be done. 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 Calamite is pretty good for DS1 standards. Is he good for my standards? Oh, one sec. One sec. Realistically, he's top 5 or top 3 bosses in this game. Okay, okay. But Jackson, you have to understand. Top 5 bosses in Dark Souls 1, like number 5 is still a bad boss. Like, what are the top 5 bosses in this game to me? Like, Artorias, I guess Ornstein and Smough, Gaping Dragon, Gwendolyn. The 5th one's probably Bed of Chaos. Probably. 5th best boss in Dark Souls 1, yeah, I'd probably agree. That I've fought so far, I would probably give Bed of Chaos that 5th place spot right now. I would probably give him top 5 over Ornstein and Smough. Ornstein and Smough just like their AI doesn't work. It does not function. Phase 2 Ornstein does not function. His pathfinding AI, literally, he can't even get around the arena. His pathfinding AI just can't do it. At least he looks cool. Yeah, that doesn't matter. Functionally he is a terrible boss. Like I said, like Phase 2 Ornstein's pathfinding AI is so broken he literally cannot maneuver around the arena. That's how bad his AI is. Like, I didn't even do anything to intentionally, like, stress out his AI. I just, like, played the boss, and in Phase 2, I was, like, literally laughing, like, what am I looking at? What is he doing? Like, Ornstein and Smough, like, meh. On my tier list, that's a solid meh. That's a very meh boss to me. I'm not gonna give that anything above meh. I'm not. The game's too janky, the AI's too broken. It's not even particularly well made outside of that. Like, yeah. Like with DS1, I operate on what I am playing, not off of what the developers intended for you to play. Seath is cool. Seath is I'm gonna say he's bad because you don't even have to dodge Seath. You can literally stand right next to him and beat him to death. Like where is the gameplay when you're fighting Seath? You can literally just stand next to him and beat him to death and he can't do anything about it. Like I said, I gotta judge these bosses based off of how good they are. Not, oh, well, the developers probably intended this, but, you know, they couldn't finish it. I'm judging off of what I'm playing. And what I'm playing is a messy, clunky, janky, weird game. Put Pinwheel over Ornstein and Smough, watch me do it. would actually. You know what? I actually would unironically, not just rage baiting. I would unironically say I preferred Pinwheel because at least like Pinwheel served his purpose. He served his purpose. He was a filler gag boss, right? First of all, we can make the joke that Pinwheel dies in 3 hits. Go Hulk. Every boss in this game dies in 8 hits. I killed Sanctuary Guardian in like 8. Okay, it doesn't matter. Wait till he plays Demon Souls PS3. I'm not gonna play PS3 Demon Souls. I have the remake. I also do have the PS3 one, but literally, why would I play that when I have the remake? Yeah, Pinwheel's AI functions. Like, sure, he's not difficult, but like, he is a functional boss fight. Even though he dies quickly, he is functional. Whereas Ornstein and Smo literally does not work. But yeah, I will be playing Demon Souls Remake, not Demon Souls Original. Maybe someday I'll do the original if I'm really masochistic, but I'm doing the remake because, like I said, I have it. Why would I not play that one? I got Demon Souls and Dark Souls 2 to get through. I'm doing Demon Souls next. Probably tomorrow I'll start Demon Souls. On stream, of course. I guess we'll just continue the trend of me doing strength weapons. So for Demon Souls, I'll pick a strength weapon of some kind. It's just kind of tradition for me that my first playthrough is strength, I guess. Except Bloodborne, because I did Saw Cleaver. But no, I did Hunter Axe. Okay, I did Hunter Axe and Saw Cleaver. Now that I think about it, I did both. But yeah. Hello, Adenisa? Adenis? I don't know how you say that. Hello. But yeah, like for DS3, dude, I keep resting. I keep getting up. For DS3, I did the Foom Ultra Great Sword on my first one. For Elden Ring, I did mostly, like, I used Blythe's Great Sword a lot. For this, I'm using Zweihander, so I guess I'll just stick with Strength for my first playthroughs of these games. Dude, even the light doesn't do anything here. What in the world? What kind of place is this? Right, even the light ain't working. We're kindling this bonfire. I don't care. We're kindling it. I don't think Demon Souls has particular sophisticated. I mean, yeah. It's probably got as much build variety as DS3, which isn't saying much. But I'm telling you, I will put my whole chest out and say these words. Sekiro has more build variety than Dark Souls 3. I'll put my chest out and say that. Sekiro has more build variety. I love like when like in comments for daily updates, people say, "Oh well, if you hate DS1, you better keep that same energy for DS3." Oh, I do. They're my two least favorite Souls games. Like I love people say, "Oh, he probably loves DS3, but he's hating on DS1." Doesn't make any sense. Nah. Let's see. At least DS3 has some cool gimmicky weapons. There are a few I like. I think the power stance weapons in DS3 were really cool. Which, what was the first game to... It was DS2 would have been the first game to have dual wielding. Right? It would have been DS2. That was the first game to have dual wielding. Then... No, Bloodborne's got a couple weapons you dual wield too, so yeah. DS2, Bloodborne, and then DS3. Yeah. Because like with Bloodborne, you can use like the Blades of Mercy, the Rikuyo. Yeah, DS2 would have been the first to do dual wielding. Because that came out first. It had power stancing. Are those humanities? Maybe I need the proof of humanity from Lies of P, the superior Souls game to this by a mile. Oh. They steal humanity, don't they? Good thing I don't have any. To any from Saw. Okay, Taha, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Lies of P is not better than Bloodborne and Sekiro. It's not. Maybe not Sekiro. I don't know. Screw the Black Rabbit Brotherhood. I hate the second Black Rabbit Brotherhood. I think the first one is good. I think the first one is actually very good. I think the second one sucks, though. I do not care for that second fight against the Black Rabbit Brotherhood. But I think the first one's actually very good. A very well done gank. How do you even say that? The second one is better than the first one? You're on crack, Taha. You're on crack. It's closer to the DS1 model? It's closer to DS3 than anything. It's not slow enough to be comparable to DS1. It's closer to DS3. Nah, I think it's way closer to DS3. DS3 is much faster. I disagree. Okay, here's the thing. Shout out Bloodborne and Sekiro. It has gimmicks from both. You know, the guard regain is very similar to Rally. It has Sekiro, like it has deflecting like Sekiro. But when you really break it down to a gameplay level, it feels a lot more like Dark Souls 3 than either of them. It does have the quick stepping from Bloodborne as well, but for the most part, I would definitely say Lies of P is a DS3 like. Taha, if you just like fight the younger brother, the elder brother will leave you alone in the first one. You can fight the younger brother or the sister, whoever's in there with you. You can fight him, and the other one will leave you alone for a little while. Like it's not, you know, it's not that tough to have both of them on you. We are almost done with this game, man. Manus Calamite Gwyn. Well, and the Hydra. And that other Hydra. They do that in the second fight as well. So why would the second be worse? Because the one guy has puppet string. Bam. There. It's worse. The one guy has puppet string, so you can't fight the other without him snatching you over to him. Oh, this is Manus. He has it in the first fight too. I know he has it in the first fight too, but you can but he will be the only one with the older brother, so you can ignore the older brother and kill the guy with puppet string, and he'll never get a chance to use it on you. Whereas in the second one, he will constantly be grabbing you with it. We dodged those. Oh, that hurt a lot. This is a real boss. Oh, that's a big combo. Ow. That hurt. Oh, I missed. Ow. 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 Oh! Hiya! That was cool. That was a cool boss. That's a really cool boss. I mean, he was good. He was good. I quite like him. He was very, very good. Yeah. Good boss. Wow. The rare good Dark Souls 1 boss. He was very, very good. Okay, well, you're fine right there. Yeah. You missed the deflecting mechanic using the pendant. Not worried about it. Didn't even need it in the end. You'd have on you. Hey, I was dodging plenty, okay? Sure, I tanked a lot of stuff, but I was also dodging plenty. I make it a point that even though I am using the Havel set, I'm still dodging, okay? I could face tank a lot more things than I do and make it a lot easier on myself. Is that the game done? No, I need to kill Calamite. I need to go kill Gwen, and I want to kill the Hydra in Ash Lake. I never went to Ash Lake. So I want to go do all of those. I want to go kill the Hydra. I want to go kill Gwen, and I need to kill Calamite. Alright, so Jackson, how do I get to Calamite? That was cool though. That was a sick boss. Probably the best in the game. I know if I kill Gwen, the game ends. I know. Yeah, he was probably the best boss in the game. I think I like Manus a lot. Artorias was just kind of doing the same stuff over and over again. Manus actually had some variety to his moveset. I'm gonna give Manus the title of best boss in DS1. I'll give him that title. I'll give him that. Okay, you tell me where to warp. Where are we warping? Where are we dropping? Tell me where to go, and I shall go. Township. Go back to the Calamite Arena. Where's it at? Oh, you're talking. Oh, you don't go into that. Capra Demon clears. Capra Demon is the worst boss in the entire Souls series. The worst. The absolute worst. All right. Tell me. Guide me. Where do I go? Guide me. Wasn't there an NPC I needed to see down in Ulasil? Before the arena. Back this way. Side path. This one. Goes to the left. Gotcha. Where are we? We killed Manus. Slade, we killed Manus. I bestow upon Manus the title of best boss in Dark Souls 1. I will bestow upon him that title. I see it! I will bestow upon him the title of the best boss in Dark Souls 1. Now, I know that's not saying much, given the steep competition. For Christ's sake, Bed of Chaos almost makes my top 5. That's how bad the bosses are in this game. Yeah. Boss is so bad that Bed of Chaos almost makes the top 5. That's crazy. Hello, Yusa. Peak of Chaos. He was not bad. Bed of Chaos is nowhere near as bad as anybody made him out to be. He's Mikołash. Mikołash isn't bad either. I don't think either of those are terrible. I would call Mikołash bad. I would not call him terrible. I think Mikołash is a bad boss, but he is not a terrible boss. No way. The crying I hear about Bed of Chaos and Mikołash is insane. I'd fight Bed of Chaos 3 times before I go fight a single Deathrite bird. Like, I'll say, if you had to, like, constantly like redo those first two. Oh, hello, Calamite. If you had to like constantly redo those first 2 parts of Bed of Chaos, I would agree he's awful. It saves your progress. What are we crying about here? Like, it literally saves your progress in the boss. There is nothing to cry about. Oh, hello, Calamite. Nice. Oh, I'm back down here. Okay, where do I go from here? Go see the giant. Where is the giant? At the tower. At what tower? Next to the arena. Okay. Where at? Above the Artorias Arena. Is he up this tower? You need the crest key. Where do you get that? Where do you get that key? Hidden in Township? The chest in that one room full of enemies? Be more specific. There's like 10 of those. I can think of 10 rooms like that. This is a short DLC. Just hit me. This DLC is very, very short. Let's get those flasks back up. Ah! I thought that the platform would continue on from there. Hiya. All right. Is that it right there? Second floor up there. Man, we are almost done with this game. Just gotta kill Calamy and then do like one quick lap for a couple things I missed, or for one thing I missed. It's on the second floor, so over here. Up there. How do I get up there? Right there. Okay, how do I get there? I have no idea how to get there. Don't remember? Okay, well, we'll just look for it then. How about that? I'm assuming it's over on this side. There's a hidden wall. gives a really good great sword. Well, okay, Slade, you gotta understand it. I am finishing the game with the build I've used the entire time. I've used this build for the whole game. I'm gonna finish it with it. It's so cool though, I'm sure it is. Which, I tried to cut Seath's tail, the entire boss. I went a whole boss and all I hit was his tail and never killed him. Where's some stairs at? Is it this? I've been this way. Did you play the whole game with Zweihander? Yeah, I played the whole game with Zweihander and Claymore. I used both the whole game. Ooga Booga strength weapon. It is stupid. Where do I go? I see the stairs there, but I don't like see how to get to it. How much is that? What is that currency? Does anybody know? Appreciate the generosity, by the way. It's pink, so it's a lot. How much is that currency? Well, or rather, what is that currency? Rupees? Is it 1,000 Indian rupees? Is that what it is? About 10 bucks? Okay. Why is it pink then? Anyways, hey, $10, $10, dog. Appreciate the generosity. That's crazy. That's crazy. I appreciate that, man. Bling, bling, blah. I appreciate it. It's pink, though. Why is it pink? Pink is like... I thought pink was like... massive super chest. It threw me off for a second. I'm like, there's no way somebody donated me of all people, donated me of all people a considerable amount of money. Oh, God, dude, I am fucking retarded. Chat, look away. I don't want to talk about it. There's color coding in Super Chat? Usually, yeah. Like, low ones are green or blue, and then high ones are like pink or gold, I think. Yeah, I appreciate the generosity. That's crazy. $10. Hey, I'll take it. Cute trick. Could see the chains pointing forward, dummy. You at Gwen? About to be. We're gonna go kill Calamite. Gonna go kill Calamite. Then we're gonna head To Ash Lake, and then we're gonna end the game, dude. We're so close. I cannot believe we're at the end. Let's just burn through some souls, I guess. You're gonna calamite your death? Something like that. Let's just burn through my money. Why not? $40 of each. Nice. All right. Let's mosey. Here I come, calamite. Can you do the Drake Sword Challenge for Calamite? No. Oh, yep, the giant. Yep. Thank you, Jackson. Thank you, Jackson. Thank you. Will I do the Drake Sword Challenge? No. Go back, Carmen. I'm going. I forgot. But yeah, I'm not gonna do the challenge thing. No. That we will not be doing. We will finish this game using the build I used the entire time. The whole game I have used the Zweihander and the Claymore. So we're going to finish it with the Zweihander and the Claymore. I think I'll use Zwei on Calamite, and we'll use Claymore on Gwyn. Havel build, yes and no. Havel build does make me extremely tanky, but I do make a conscious effort to dodge attacks. Okay, you gonna shoot Calamite for me? Oh, what did he say? My bad, I was not reading. I'm like skim reading everything he says. Oh, I hate that. Bro, people talk slow in this game. I read the dialogue and then skip it. Because it'll take them 30 seconds to say 3 words. So I just read it and then hit X. He got him! Bro, he's nuts! Damn. Mom, get the camera! Jesus. He hit him while blind? This guy's nuts.
Here's an ancient
Alright, let's go kill Calamite. Then I'll come back and tell the giant of what I've done. Also, is there a cutscene I'm supposed to get after killing Manus, or no? Or is it just kill Manus and end of the game, and end of the DLC? Is there no cutscene or anything? No cutscene, wow. Should go see what Marvelous Chester's up to. Yeah, Rashab, what's it called? Old Hunters and Shadow of the Erdtree both have one. Suggest using your shield here? Your build is beautiful. What's a guy gotta do to hit that tail? Oh, is that a watchdog move? That's a different animation. Ow. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna cut that tail, huh? Is that gonna hit me twice and kill me? No. Whatever. We're done. That was cool. That was a cool boss. Okay. So this DLC has 3 good bosses. Huh. This DLC has more good bosses than the entire rest of the game. It's crazy. Like, does base game Dark Souls 3 have 3 good bosses? There's 2 bosses I like, which are Gwendolyn and Gaping Dragon, but I don't even know if I would call those good. I didn't hate Bed of Chaos. I liked Bed of Chaos. He was fine. So, that's another one. There's 3 I like in the base game. And then... yeah, so there's 3 bosses in the base game I like. And then I like 3 DLC bosses. Yeah, cool. Let's go tell the giant we killed Calamite. Then we'll make a little field trip over to Ash Lake. What about Seath? Run back? Nah, I never had to do it. I killed Seath on the first try, thank God. Thank God I got Seath on the first try. Sanctuary Guardian was okay. On low damage runs? Well, yes, but I'm not on a low damage run. I thought Four Kings was just bad. It was just plain bad. They have 2 moves. They have 2 attacks. Yeah, you're guaranteed to die to Seath on the first try, but I meant like the actual fight. I got him on the first try. Yeah, I thought Four Kings was just plain bad.
It seems that this debuff, seduced by it, they awoke that thing themselves and drove it mad. One's demise.
Yeah, it's almost as deep as Ethos' voice. That's funny.
Cherished out of much truth. Still, you're not mistaken.
Okay, he's done. I thought Four Kings was just bad. Just a bad boss fight. Alright, Ash Lake, here we go. This is probably the closest. Yeah, this is the closest. Do you do any PvP? Absolutely not. What are you talking about? Did I do PvP? Of course not. Alright. I did not even know this area was here. Okay, Ash Lake, is that the area from DS3 with the giant worm? And the crabs, is that what it is? Oh, cool. I'm gonna be extremely overleveled for this. Let's just put on the Claymore. We are almost free. Just Ashley and Gwen. Well, Jackson, at least you managed to catch the end of my Dark Souls playthrough. When do we even go to the New Londo Ruins? I went after killing Ornstein and Smo. Is it up the tree? Yeah, I went back to the asylum and killed Stray Demon. What do you fight in New Londo Ruins? 4 Kings. And oh, it's an invisible wall up there? Gotcha. Say about you hating the game so much, surprised you disliked it. I mean, I hated it. What can I say? Like I said, I may have liked this DLC. That DLC was good. I enjoyed it. I'm never playing this game again. Where's the other wall out? Ah, here. Yep. I played this game. I killed all the. I'm gonna have killed all the bosses. And I'm very happy to say I don't ever intend to play this again. You missed the bonfire, did I? You're gonna hate the game more after this. Oh, I just walked right by it. Huh? just making sure. Rushing through this part, bro. There are 100 falls here, like this one. I'm not rushing through this area. Oh my god, more of these things. More basilisks, of course. Yeah, I mean, there are like 1,000 falls in this game. In this area, I'm not rushing through anything. Nah, it's not happening. Who named them basilisks? I don't know. I'm gonna assume that's what the model is called in the files, but I'm not sure. You know, like how Putrescent Knight is called Knight of the Gloam-Eyed Queen in the files. You know, like that. There's a ladder, okay. I swear, man. I'm gonna be complaining about no Gloam-Eyed Queen in the Elden Ring DLC for so long. FromSoft has had two major strikes for me, man, I swear. First, you cancel the Sekiro DLC to work on Elden Ring. The whole Sekiro DLC would have been better than the entirety of Elden Ring. I'm 100% sure of that. And Elden Ring's good, but I think Sekiro DLC would have been better. And then I think you completely fumble and shit the bed on the lore in the Elden Ring DLC. Like, completely shat the bed on it. With a bunch of bad or annoying bosses. Some of them are bad, some of them are annoying, some of them are both. What a sad state of affairs on the Elden Ring DLC. Still better than Dark Souls 1, I would say, but still. It wasn't what I expected. I mean, okay, the thing is with the DLC, like, it's got really great areas with a bunch of really good and cool weapons. You know, some good NPCs like Ansbach, I really liked him. I like Letta. And it is let down by its lore and its bosses. Dude, these things hit hard. I think Shadow of the Erdtree has got some great bosses like Midra and Mesmer, but I don't think it has a single boss I would call peak. I cannot in good conscience like give it that title of peak. What is with this Nier music I'm hearing? This Nier Replicant music. I mean, I think that Mikola being evil, that is 100% the product of whatever rewrite they had. Because I feel like this kind of goes without saying, but I think it is overwhelmingly clear that, like, a lot of the DLC, I think, probably got, like, I think, okay, what's the best way I can put it? There was probably a draft of the story in the DLC that got very far along before being cut. That is what I believe. I'm fairly confident of that. There's a draft that got decently far along that eventually got cut or changed. Because some things just don't add up, like Radahn being there in general doesn't really add up. That one artwork from like with Mikola on Torrent, nothing ever came of that. Nothing at all. And yeah, I saw that, Yharnam. There's a cut line where Messmer says, Mikola spoke of thee. Mikola never saw Messmer. He never saw him. This is such a cool enemy, dude. I'm so glad that there's a Hydra in this game. Like, what I wanted so bad in Shadow of the Erdtree was some type of sea monster boss. Maybe it would have been Godwyn. Like, if they decided not to go with Prime Godwyn, they went with Sea Monster Godwyn from Deeproot. And then I saw that thing swimming around Shadowkeep. I'm like, dude, oh my god. There's a sea monster in Shadowkeep. Oh my god. I can't believe it. And then it was an ulcerated tree spirit. You gonna attack me? Yeah, there's only 2 Hydras, I believe. You gonna put your heads down so I can hit you? I love the visibility. That's like my favorite part of this thing. Yeah, this is so cool though. Oh, nope. Okay, hitting that one's gonna be annoying. I wish more Souls games had enemies like the Hydra though. Like these big, giant world enemies. Like not necessarily bosses, but like just big, tough things like this you can encounter in the world. So cool. Still wish they did more of it. You hear that? There's praise for Dark Souls 1. Enjoy it, because you ain't gonna hear it too often. Dude, that's gonna be tough to hit. Dude, I can't. Dude, I did. Okay, that's a hit. Okay, so I hit the one that clips to the floor. Okay, we broke that one. Did we? No, we just killed it. Cool. Dope. That was cool. Bro, what is this with this near replicant music I'm hearing? This music is so near, it's insane. Your music wished it was that good. Taha. What is okay, I understand not really liking the game design of the Nier games because they are kind of like abstract is the best way to put them. They're abstract. But like Taha, what is with your unfettered hatred for Nier music? Nier music is unbelievably fire. This area is peak. Okay, it's cool. And the Hydra was neat, but there's nothing else here. Like, I don't know how you can hate the Nier music. Like I said, the game design itself is kind of abstract. I understand not really agreeing with the game design itself, but how the music, man? How do you hate the music? Nothing else here. He says, there's nothing else here, Jackson. What do you want me to say? I think Automata and Replicant both had good music, dude. I still hear in my head like the Facade theme, what is the Facade theme, the Seafront theme, Hills of Radiant Winds, I think. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, Taha hates Nier worse than I hate FF16. Like, I hate Final Fantasy 16, my least favorite game ever. Taha hates Nier. Despises it. Like I said, I hate FF16, but Taha hates Nier. Cut the dragon's tail? Is that really a good idea? Should I cut his tail? Alright. This thing's heavy. I'm only talking more hate than you at FF16. Here's the thing, Jackson. You think it's just me with FF16? Karatella dropped the game before he even fought Bahamut. That's how unimaginably mid and bad 16 gets. He dropped it before Bahamut. After Titan and before Bahamut. The Nier games are just bad music media. What is this propaganda you speak, Taha? He did, Jackson. He might not be here right now. I don't know if he is or not, but it is true. He has not. He said like he was liking it, and then he dropped it because it got boring. And I told him, I said, you know, that's just the beginning. It's going to get a lot worse after Bahamut. But I told him, I said, Karatella, I want you to fight Bahamut. Bahamut is a great boss. I want you to fight him. He never got to him. And now he's been like replaying Kingdom Hearts 2 and like FF7 Rebirth. I think he played Rebirth, but yeah. Like I told him, I said, get to Bahamut. Bahamut is a great boss. You should get to him, and he has not gotten to him. I tried to get him to fight Bahamut. I tried to get him to do it. He wouldn't. Because like I had told him, I said, 16 starts out as one of the best games ever. The second third of the game is good. It peters off towards the end, but it's got two good bosses towards the end. And then I said the last third of FF16 is one of the worst things I've ever played. And then and he didn't even get to that last third. He didn't even beat Bahamut. What's left, Gwen? Yup. But I also told him, I said like, okay, the DLCs are good. I said the DLCs are really good. Is use R2? Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I said the DLCs for 16 were good. And I said, it's really good. It's good up until Bahamut. And then it's absolutely awful. After Bahamut, it's one of the worst games I've ever played. Which, I think the gameplay was getting stale before Bahamut on my first playthrough. It was getting stale before Bahamut to me. Like, I started feeling it right before Bahamut. And then after that, like, I just hated it, man. It's such terrible gameplay. 16 has an absolute gag of a combat system. No, the DLC... No, I said the DLC in 16 is good. The game is good until Bahamut. The DLC is good. I think Leviathan had one of the best bosses. I think my favorite boss in the game. I love the Leviathan fight. My favorite icon fight for sure. Kiln of the First Flame. Nice. I will not be parrying. Yeah, Leviathan was actually difficult. And it was a great boss, too. You know, I've used Zweihander for most of the game. It would feel wrong to not use it. I was going to use Claymore, but it would feel kind of wrong to not use my Zweihander against him at this point. Alright. Oh, I should have rested at a bonfire. Whatever. I got 12 Estus. 12 Estus and a dream. Surely that'll be enough. Alright. 11 Estus. Let's do it. But yeah, Jackson, DM Caratella about it. And what was so funny about him like dropping the game was I was telling him, I was like, dude, I'm telling you, this game's gonna fall off. It doesn't stay this good. And he was like, dude, this game has been so peaked, there's literally no way it gets worse. And I was like, alright, whatever you say, Caratella. Oh, Pleen Pleen Plan, it's his music. Oh, wow. That's a command grab. Ah, got him. GG's. Well, that's it. So, Dark Souls 1 is finished. What do I say about it? I'm gonna say Dark Souls 1 is a game that has aged extremely poorly. About 80% of this game is not fun. About 80% of it is not good. It's very janky. I hated most of it. I would say a lot of parts of it, even if we take out the aging aspect, a lot of parts are just bad. It's good lore-wise. I don't care about the lore of Dark Souls. Yeah, I'm going to give Dark Souls 1... what score do I want to give? Locations are sick. This game has some of the worst levels out of any Souls game I've played so far. Granted, I haven't done Demon Souls and Dark Souls 2. I haven't, but this game has the worst levels out of any of them.
Yes, indeed.
I'm gonna give Dark Souls 1 a 5 out of 10. I'm gonna give it a 5.
And in this land,
It is very mid, extremely average, a lot of bad parts, a lot of decent parts.
where they are lost.
4 to a 5. I could never go higher than a 5. I could see myself putting it as low as 4. And the thing is, I would never play this game again, though.
This.
I'm gonna say a 4 to a 5 out of 10. A lot of good. It is not a lot of good. There's a lot of bad and a lot of decent stuff. Why not? It's not fun. Why would I not play Dark Souls 1 again? Because it's not a fun game. You almost said it yourself. It's out of force of habit. Yeah, like I always say. Oh, a lot of bad, a lot of good. A lot of bad, a lot of mid. The DLC was pretty good. The only 2 levels in the base game I thought were even fun. The only 2 fun levels in the base game that were good are Painted World and in Orlando. Those are the only good levels in the whole game, in the base game. I'll even count the DLC, because I don't think any of the DLC levels were particularly good. They were just like, okay. They were meh. There were a lot of meh levels in the DLC. Like, all the levels were meh. There weren't any that were really good. So yeah, I'm going to say a 4 to a 5 out of 10. I did not like this game. I think that Undead Burg was mid. It's not bad, it's mid. Yeah, I did not like it. I don't intend to ever play this game again, but I got through it. I killed all the bosses, played the DLC. I'm happy I did it, just so that way I can say I did it all, but if I play this game again, it's going to be a long time from now. A long time. So yeah. 4 to a 5 out of 10 is my final score. For Dark Souls 1. So now that means that, like, if we were to go through all the games, I would give Dark Souls 1 a 4 or 5. I'm going to say 4.5. 4.5 out of 10. That's fair. I'm going to give Dark Souls a 4.5 out of 10. I'm going to give Dark Souls 3 about a 7. Shadow of the Erdtree about a 7.5. Elden Ring, like, 8, maybe 8.5. Sekiro, probably a 9.5 to a 10, and Bloodborne a 10. I'm very harsh. The only games I've ever given 10 out of 10s to, definitively, are OG Final Fantasy VII and Bloodborne. They're the only 2 I've ever given a 10 out of 10. Liza P, I would give a 9. Liza P is very good. I'd give Liza P a 9 out of 10. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, Dark Souls 1, we'll say 4.5 to a 5 out of 10. Dark Souls 3, we give a 7 out of 10. Shadow of the Erdtree, we give a 7.5. Elden Ring, we give an 8. Sekiro, we give a 9.5 to a 10. Bloodborne, we give a 10. Yeah. And that's fine. Like, anyone who likes this game, I am so happy you love this game. I'm happy you do. I don't. I hated 80% of my time in this game, and I just, like, there were so many times I was saying, I just want it to be over. I just want to get to the credits. I'm tired of playing this game. Like, I don't like it. I will probably never like it. Anyone who likes it, I'm happy for you. I really am. You know, this game is a lot of people's Bloodborne. You know, Bloodborne's my first. Bloodborne's my favorite. Is what it is. I think you're remembering this is a good time. I think you're wrong. I think you are wrong. I'm going to give it a 4.5 to a 5. I'll be generous. Like I said, I could go as low as 4. Being generous, I'd say it's a 5. What I love for it is the world design. I don't understand that, because I don't think that the levels in this are, like, most of the levels are no good. Most of these levels are complete dog shit, dude. Like, the only good levels in the game to me were Painted World and Orlando. I thought both of those were genuinely great levels. Painted World was great, and Orlando was great. There was a lot of mid levels. I think all the levels in the DLC were mid. Undead Burg was mid. It was alright. Demon Ruins was okay for the most part. Izalith was eh. So yeah. And even, like, we talk about the bosses, like, the DLC has 3 really good bosses. That is more than the base game has in terms of its bosses. The bosses in Dark Souls 1 and the base game are completely awful. God, they're all terrible. Like, They're so bad, I think Bed of Chaos is one of the better base game bosses. That's how bad the bosses in this game are, man. Like I think of, like, what are my big 3 base game bosses for Dark Souls 1's for the base game. It is Gaping Dragon, Gwendolyn, and Bed of Chaos. That's the big 3 for the base game. Like, come on, what are we talking about here? Like, the base game bosses are absolutely awful. They're just all terrible. Bed of Chaos is nowhere near as bad as people complain about. I've said it the whole stream. Dude, crying about Bed of Chaos is so crazy. Iron Golem was good. Yes, he is good. He would probably take Bed of Chaos' spot, actually. He's probably number 3. I need to look up all the bosses in this game, and then I could tell you which ones I like, which ones I think were good and bad. Let me check. Asylum Demon, he's an Erdtree avatar. Man, he's fine. Bell Gargoyle, absolutely awful fight. Bell Gargoyle was terrible. Terrible gank. Capra Demon, worst boss in the Soul series by far. Not even questionable. I would fight 100 Deathrite Birds before I fight Capra Demon again. Ceaseless Discharge, he's fodder. He's filler. Centipede Demon, bad boss. Fodder. Filler. Quelaag was okay. I give Quelaag's mid. She's okay. Priscilla was mid. She's okay. Gwendolyn, I liked Gwendolyn. I thought his gimmick was neat. Fire Sage was Asylum Demon. Four Kings was bad. Gaping Dragon was cool. I like Gaping Dragon. Sif was mid. Not really anything special about Sif. Gwen was mid. Not really anything special about him. Iron Golem was cool. I like Iron Golem. Moonlight Butterfly was bad. Nita was bad. Ornstein and Smo were mid. Pinwheel was bad. Seath was mid. Stray Demon was mid. Taurus Demon was mid. Bed of Chaos was aight. Sanctuary Guardian was aight. Manus was really good. Artorias was really good. Calamite was good. I fought her again this afternoon. One of my favorites in the series. Sif is nothing. Like, she's a nothing boss to me. She's nothing. She's filler. She may as well be another Asylum Demon clone. Oh. Manus was cool. I like Manus. Manus is probably the best boss in the game. I would say Manus and Artorias are the two best. No, I don't care about the lore, Jackson. You know at this point. I like Bloodborne's lore, Sekiro's lore, and Elden Ring's lore. I don't care about Dark Souls lore. I do not care about it. It does not interest me. But yeah. Lore is beautiful. I just don't like Dark Souls lore. I don't like it. Like I said, I really like Elden Ring's lore. I think Godwin is one of the most interesting ideas I've seen in a long time. I really like Godwin, and I hate that they didn't do anything with him. I like Bloodborne's lore, I like Sekiro's lore, but like I said, Dark Souls lore does nothing for me. Maybe I'll appreciate Demon Souls lore, but like I said, even playing Dark Souls 1, the original, it does nothing for me. Does nothing whatsoever. Exactly, Yaram. She gets points for being a big dog and gets points taken away from her from being nothing besides that. So yeah, overall, like I said, I'm gonna give this like a 4.5, 5 out of 10. Now, probably never play it again. Starting tomorrow, I think we're going to be streaming Demon Souls Remake. We're going to start streaming Demon Souls Remake. I have to play that and Dark Souls 2, then I'm done. Then I've finished every single Souls game. I've beaten all the bosses, including Chalice Dungeons. All you miserable cretins that don't do Chalice Dungeons, I see you. I see you, okay? But yeah. So we will be streaming Demon Souls Remake tomorrow. That's fine. That's to be video games. At least you killed every boss you tried. I'm happy to see that as a DS1 fan. Yeah, my goal in this was to go in and kill all the bosses. That was my whole goal. And like I said, like, for people who love this game, I am so happy you love this game. I'm not going to tell you you're wrong for loving this game, because my favorite game of all time, game I love more than anything, is not a game I give a 10 out of 10. I give it like a 7.5 to an 8. It is Final Fantasy 15. My favorite game of all time. Will never be topped by anything. It's my favorite. I love it. I love it to death. Played it 15 times. I love it. I've got 2,000 hours in that game. Love it. And a lot of people hate it, and it's not a particularly great game, but I love it. It's my thing. Yeah, you know, is what it is. Demon's Souls tomorrow. Excited to try that. We're doing the remake, of course. I have the original. I have it. I'm looking at it on my shelf right now, but we're doing the remake because why would I stream the original when I could stream the remake? Shine's way different in areas. Games like Bloodborne, Elden Ring, Dark Souls. A few things different in a way. Dark Souls has a couple things I really liked. One thing, the only thing from Dark Souls levels I wish would come back was... Actually, I can think of two things. One of them was the Phalanx cameo from Demon's Souls. That was fun. That was a goofy one in the Painted World. I love to see like more cameos from other Souls games like that. Then I like the Hydras. I wish more Souls games had big like environmental enemies you had to overcome like that. The Hydra was super cool. I really wish that was there. So like, in terms of things from DS1 I wish were implemented more often, there's really only two. Well, cameos are cool, but like, you know, it's just dangling keys in front of your face. And then the Hydras, because I think that the big tough environmental enemy like that's cool. I wish more games did that. Yeah, like I said earlier, I thought Shadow of the Erdtree was gonna do it with the water monster in Shadowkeep. Oh, it was so cool. And then it wasn't. Then it was a tree spirit. You know, it is what it is. I wish more games did that. Did you play the DLC? Yes, I did. I played the DLC. Solid. It was solid DLC. 3 good bosses in the DLC. Yeah, I'm gonna play the remake. I have the original and I have the remake. We're playing the remake tomorrow. I had a character that I played a little bit of. I killed Phalanx with it. We will not be using that again. We'll be starting a new character. We'll probably name him John Demon Soul, most likely. Because I always do John Bloodborne, John Dark Soul. We'll do John Demon Soul. Is there any way to play Bloodborne on PC? No. And there will never be a way to play Bloodborne on PC. I may be their daily remaster update guy. However, I'm not under the impression that it's ever going to happen. So yeah. I'll say, if I was not streaming this game, I never would have finished it. I never would have finished it. And that's the same thing with Elden Ring. You know, I said I don't really like open world games for the most part, even though 15 is an open world game. It's my favorite game of all time. I will say that same thing with Elden Ring, how I never would have finished that if I wasn't streaming it. With this, I never would have finished this if I wasn't streaming it. Wouldn't have happened. Yeah, people are working on the emulator. This game is not... The game is not this bad. Comment, my score for the game was a 4.5 to a 5 out of 10. That's my score for Dark Souls 1. 4.5 to a 5. My least favorite Souls game, for sure. From an FF Glazer? Okay, I glaze FFs that deserve it. My least favorite game of all time is Final Fantasy 16. Isn't that beautiful? My favorite game is 15 and my least favorite is 16. That's crazy. Think you just don't like Souls games? Do you know how retarded you sound when you say that? Sorry, maybe that word's offensive. Whatever, it is what it is. Dude, I have done 30 playthroughs of Bloodborne. I have played Sekiro 20 times. I'm on my second playthrough of Dark Souls 3. I'm on my third playthrough of Elden Ring because I did it again for Frenzied Flame. I like Souls games. I love Lies of P. I love that game. I don't like Dark Souls 1. Dark Souls 1 is mid or bad. It's not, I don't think it's good. But again, people who love this game, I'm so happy you love this game. You know, this is somebody's Bloodborne. This is somebody's, like I said, this is somebody's Bloodborne. This is people's Final Fantasy 15, and I respect that. It is peak. Dark Souls 1? It is not. Where is the peak? Could you tell me? Where is the peak in this picture? It is nowhere. Play Neo? I have it. I don't know. I haven't played it. The only Team Ninja game I've played is Stranger of Paradise. I don't think you're going to like Demon Souls or Dark Souls 2. I think I will. Because Comet, you know, I think I'm going to appreciate Demon Souls gimmick bosses because you know what two of my favorite base game bosses in this game are? There are 4 bosses in DS1's base game I can think of that I liked. That is Gaping Dragon, Gwendolyn, Iron Golem, Bed of Chaos. Those are the 4 base game bosses I liked from this. And Gwendolyn and Bed of Chaos are gimmick bosses. So I think I'm going to like Demon Souls. And I think I'm going to like Dark Souls 2. Dark Souls 2 is very unique. It interests me a lot. Comet's propaganda is here, man, I swear. For anyone who does not know, Comet is known for his propaganda in the channel. That's what he's known for. Dark Souls 2 has the worst boss run backs. I'm sure. But it looks interesting to me. That's enough for me to like it. For me to try it. Exactly, Taha. Let me scratch my beard right in the microphone. Yeah. Play the games for an adventure, that's fine. I play them for fun, personally. See, here's the thing. I don't look for any of this shit like adventure. I don't look for bosses in particular most of the time. I'm playing for fun. Playing The Witcher 3, this is a great example. That game, great story. Great open world. Great music. Great characters. Great side quests. Great main quests. Unplayable combat. Unplayable. Completely unplayable. I hate it. I could not do The Witcher 3. That's the problem with The Witcher 3. The game is unplayable to me. I cannot do it. I cannot. I have tried to force myself through The Witcher 3. I tried to force it. I couldn't do it. I hated playing the game that bad. It was that rough to me. How is it unplayable? Because it sucks. It's absolute garbage. There's you don't have to think. It just. How is it good? You know what? It's easier to tell me. How is it good? And another big part of The Witcher 3 is there's no the gameplay is not satisfying. I don't get any satisfaction. The thing is, there's something that all the Souls games kind of do well at, which is hitting people with the sword feels good. Hitting people with the sword in The Witcher 3 feels trash. It feels terrible. There is one thing I like about the combat. I think the executions are cool, and the dismemberment. I think that The Witcher 3's gameplay is complete dog water. It is unplayable. I forced myself through about 40 hours of The Witcher 3, and it would get to where every time I got out of a session of that game, I'd have a migraine. I would have a migraine. I'd be done. I'd be sick of it. I could not do it. I like the writing. I like the world. I like the kind of art style that it has. How it kind of looks like an oil painting in some ways. It kind of looks like a painting when the sun catches things just right. Looks really cool. I like that a lot. The Witcher 3, like I said, it's unplayable. Complete, it's jank. Exactly, it is janky. The Witcher 3 is janky, clunky. The best way I can possibly describe it in one word, the systems and the combat in The Witcher 3 is cumbersome. It is so cumbersome to do anything in that game. It feels like complete trash. Again, it interested me. It looked so cool. I cannot stand playing the game. Action game fans doesn't like games that are not action game. What do you mean? I love a lot of genres, man. I love the Souls games. I play platformers. I play character action games. I play turn-based RPGs. I play, action RPGs. I play a little bit of everything. First-person shooters. All this. And I think The Witcher 3 is completely unplayable. To me, the gameplay is completely unplayable. Like, the thing is, you can have the most incredible story ever. Everything in your game can be top to bottom the best the industry has ever seen. If playing your video game is not fun, you have fundamentally failed at playing a video game. Start over. Do it again. Like, it's like people say Death Stranding, the story, the characters, oh my god, it's all so good. No. If, like, then Kojima has fundamentally failed at making a video game because he missed the most crucial step. It's not fun. It's not a video game. That's the problem. I adore Witcher. Again, I like the idea of The Witcher. If you think Witcher 3 is janky, try Witcher 1. I'm not going to. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I think Witcher 3 is janky. I am not going anywhere near the other ones. That ain't happening. The thing is, like, The Witcher is a series that has been popularized by the type of people that, like, say story is the most important part of any game. These delusional people who say that. That's how The Witcher 3 got popular. It's the same way Naughty Dog got popular. So, dude, the set pieces of Uncharted is so good. The set pieces in Uncharted are the best set pieces of all time. Okay, but where's the game good? Where's it at? Granted, I didn't finish all of them. I played Uncharted 1, Uncharted 2. Uncharted 1 is complete dog shit. It's awful. Completely terrible video game. Uncharted 2 is good. Uncharted 2 is a good game. It's not great. It's good. I didn't finish 3 or 4. We're approaching the Naughty Dog rant. We'll sidestep some Naughty Dog stuff, okay? We'll sidestep some of it. I'm a big Naughty Dog hater, but we'll go light on it, I don't like most of the Uncharted, so I don't like Uncharted 1, and then Uncharted 2 was good, but I can admit I don't like it. It was a good game, but I can admit that I just don't like the game. And then I didn't finish 3 or 4. And then, The Last of Us 1, great game. Really, really good. Last of Us 2, extremely mid. I know Comet thinks The Last of Us 2 is the best game ever made. I need another God of War. God of War 2018. The thing with that is, like, the two new God of War games kind of prove my mindset to myself. That is what I value most. Because, like, when God of War Ragnarok first came out, I said, this game is so much fun. Like, this game is so good. I love this game. The story was good. And then, like, I played it a second time. Like, okay, the story is kind of rough. But then I said, I like God of War 2018 more because I value that story more and the overall experience more in God of War 2018. As time has gone on, the gameplay is just way more important to me. And Ragnarok's got it in spades. Whereas 2018 kind of gets a bit tired around the halfway point in terms of gameplay. It gets a bit tired around the halfway point. Whereas I New Game Plus in Ragnarok after the DLC came out. And, I didn't like the story as much, but the gameplay was just so fun. The new Legacy Spartan Rage, God, it was so cool, So at the end of the day, I prefer Ragnarok over 2018, specifically because Ragnarok is more fun. It's got gameplay in spades. Whereas I felt like God of War 2018, the gameplay loop got really tired around the halfway point to me. You know, obviously none of these games have like the big dogs of combat systems, like, you know, Devil May Cry 5, Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, Sekiro. You know, obviously they don't have the big dogs of gameplay systems, but yeah. Played The Witcher 3 10 times across 3 different platforms, then I will tell him plainly, depart from me, for I never knew you. Maybe you're a story-focused game scrub. I agree. I agree. Yep. Jackson, genuine question. What's your opinion on the Horizon series? You know what? Comment, you two, both of you. What are your opinions on the industry plant Horizon series? The Imagine Dragons of gaming. What's your take on that? Nah. It is an industry plant. You know what, Comment? I have to give Guerrilla credit. Because, as Yaram himself said, it takes a lot of work to make that concept as unappealing as it is. Like, to take that concept that is so good and then make the game around it so unbelievably unappealing, that takes hard work and dedication, and I gotta respect it. We're going full Evangelion, congratulations. Straight up. It takes so much work to make that concept be as unappealing as it is. Yeah, the Imagine Dragons of gaming, that's what they are, the Imagine Dragons of gaming. Industry plant franchise. Go, the game has sold 30 million copies. Yeah, it's because it's been packaged with every console since 2017. What are you talking about? It's been packaged with every console for the last 8 years, dude. After Witcher 3, I'll play a Final Fantasy game. Start with 7 Remake. I say play 7 Remake first, Taha. 7 Remake's a good way to get your feet wet. But yeah, Yarm, you like that comparison? The Imagine Dragons of gaming. I'd suggest OGFF7. I say play Remake if you like Remake. Then go back and play OG, and then do Rebirth. That's what I say. If you like Remake, then go back and do the OG, because I still think Final Fantasy VII, best game of all time, chat. 10 out of 10, masterpiece. 30 years old, hasn't aged a day. That's what I say. FF7's 30 years old, has not aged a single day. That's what I say, alright? And then after OG FF7, play Rebirth. No, I'm telling you, play Remake, then OG, then Rebirth. Remake is how you tell if you like it without dedicating yourself to a 60-hour turn-based RPG. Remake is how you test to see if you like it. If you do, play the original, then play Rebirth. You only have Remake? Play Remake. Did you like FF8? I did like FF8. FF8 was fine. I'm not going to say it was incredible. I think it had some issues. I think the draw and junctioning system is annoying. I don't think it's as confusing as people make it out to be, but it's annoying. The story is okay. I think it's got some holes in it. I think that Squall under Noah's romance is rough. You're the best looking guy here. I think that's rough. Alright. Yep. What game series are you going to move on to after Souls? I have no idea. I have no clue. I don't think OG FF7 is super janky. It's a PS1 game, dog. Like, I think OG FF7 is less janky than Dark Souls 1. Like, with OG FF7, it's a PS1 game. Obviously, it's not going to play as smooth as a modern game would. But with Dark Souls 1, this is a PS3 game. This game is not even 15 years old, and it is miserable to play. But PS1 is not janky. What is? Spot the guy who never had a PS1 in his household, man. Come on. It's old. FF7 is 30 years old. What do you expect? The thing is, what once was the cutting edge game back in the day with OG FF7, it's now charming and retro, and that's what I love it. It's now charming, it's now retro. So that's why I say OG FF7, the game is 30 years old, has not aged a day. Because around the time it started to age out, it became retro, and that became the thing. It has not aged a day for that reason. I'm glad we agree, Jackson. You gotta understand though, Jackson, we're talking to Taha here. We're talking to Lupulus Taha. The man who hates Nier Automata with a burning passion. Hates Automata, hates Replicant. The beauty about... Okay, here's the thing with Taha's Nier hate. He hates Replicant. Hates it! It's also one of his favorite games of all time. It is not... Taha! You yourself have said it is one of the few games that instills the sense of wonder in you that very few games can ever do. You have said yourself you would not say such fond things about a game if it was not one of your favorites. You would not, because you said there are only a few games that instill that sense of wonder in you. Your first playthrough of Elden Ring, Final Fantasy VII, and Nier Replicant. I'm not putting words in your mouth. That's what you said. I was there. That doesn't mean it's good. Exactly, but it's one of your favorites. That's what I'm saying. You don't have to think it's good to love it. Look at Jackson here. Dark Souls 1 isn't good and he loves it. Come on now. I don't touch Remake or Rebirth. Oh, duh. What are you talking about? Rebirth and Sekiro were like two games that I could see myself giving 10 out of 10s to. I could. I don't. I give them 9.5, 9.5s. I could see myself giving them 10s. For show. It's raining. I did. I saw it. I saw it. Alright. Anyways, chat. We've been rambling for like an hour. It's very hot. I'm gonna go ahead and cut the stream off. We had fun today. No, we didn't. We didn't, really. The most fun part of the stream was this most recent hour of talking. That was the most fun part. So yeah, anyways. Thanks everybody for coming out. Jackson, Taha, It's Pouring Down Rain, Slade, so many people I can't even keep track. We had a really fun time with this because of chat. Because of chat, we had a fun time with this. We didn't have a fun time with the game. We had a fun time with chat. Okay, anyways. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I will see y'all tomorrow for Demon Souls Remake. Excited to play that. Y'all take it easy, alright?